Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my review of the game which took place yesterday at Selhurst Park between Crystal Palace and Chelsea, which Chelsea ended up winning by 1-0. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this review is that firstly I'm going to give you the lineup in which Maurizio Sarri fielded at the start of the game, then I'll give you my thoughts on the game itself, and then lastly I'll give you my thoughts on Chelsea's upcoming fixture against Southampton at Stamford Bridge. So without further ado, let's get straight into this review. Alright, so it was a 4-3-3 with that deep lying playmaker involved. And in terms of the personnel, Maurizio Sarri went with Kepa in goal. He went with a back four from right to left of Cesar Azpilicueta, Antonio Rudiger, David Luiz and Marcos Alonso. He went with a midfield three of Jorginho in that deep lying playmaker role, with Ross Barkley and N'Golo Kante just ahead of him. And in the front three he went with Willian, Olivier Giroud and Eden Hazard. So that's the lineup out of the way. Getting into my thoughts on the first half, I thought that we started off the game fairly well, like I said in my reaction video. But after that 15-minute spell at the start of the first half, where I thought we started pretty well, we kind of dropped off a bit. But that's to the credit of Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace defended very vigorously, and they limited us to a very few chances. But in fairness to us, Crystal Palace didn't create all too many chances themselves. So overall, the first half wasn't too great in terms of watching it. It wasn't too great, but I thought that we didn't really do enough in order to break them down. We were passing it. We were passing it sideways. We weren't penetrating them. Basically, the story of the first half was that we were trying to penetrate them, but there was a lack of movement. So players like Jorginho couldn't do much in the first half. But overall, first half performance not too bad, not the best, but we went into half time at 0-0, and that's the important thing. Second half though, flying start, got the goal within 5 or 6 minutes of the restart. N'Golo Kante, like I said in my reaction video, a very rare scorer for us, but he scored 3 goals for us now this season: Huddersfield, Manchester City and Crystal Palace. The goal itself, really good long ball from David Luiz, just pings it over the top of the Crystal Palace midfield and defence, and then N'Golo Kante ventures into the box with the ball, brings it down with his chest, and fires it past their keeper. Was it Guaita? Yeah, Guaita. And the rest of the second half I felt was dominated by Chelsea. Crystal Palace, they did try to attack us. Roy Hodgson did make some changes. He did make some attacking changes, and also he made a formation change. I believe they went to a 4-4-2 during the second half, and they tried to attack us. But when they did win the ball back from us, they didn't really have the players forward, so they couldn't really attack us efficiently. But in the second half, I thought that we deserved to win the game, and overall we deserved to win the game. I always knew that Crystal Palace would be hard to beat. Like I said in my preview, they did sit back and hold us for 45 minutes. So credit to them. Hopefully they stay up, because I actually like Crystal Palace. But yeah, overall good performance. Deserved to win. Happy days. That's that good way to end the year. Like I said, our next fixture is Southampton, and I'm going to get into my thoughts on our fixture against Southampton, which will be played in 2 days' time at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be a tough game. Southampton have a new manager. They have been causing teams problems. I watched part of the game against Manchester City, and it wasn't the best Southampton performance, but in that 5-10 minute spell where they scored, they did hold Manchester. They did give Manchester City a good run for their money. So it's going to be an interesting game. It's not on TV, but I will be doing videos for that game. I will be tuning into it on Chelsea TV, Ben Andrews and Jason Cundy. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I'll see you all very soon. That is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Come on you Blues, and peace and Happy New Year.